Hi guys, this is Miss Reason. I am home again sick with pneumonia. So today you will be completing or correcting 2.2 from the other day. I've gone through some of your guys' turn-ins and have noticed that many of you may have tested the servos, but you forgot or maybe you just didn't see it at the very, very bottom, number 7, of what you were supposed to do. I do have several of you that did do it. Good job. But I'm going to kind of give you a hint on how to do this efficiently and effectively. So if you read it, all you have to do is just read. It says wire your microbit. Okay, so you're going to need a speaker. You're going to need a yellow alligator clip. You're going to need a black alligator clip. You're going to need an LED. You're going to need a red alligator clip and a black alligator clip. So what you're going to, it tells you exactly what to do. The speaker's wired to 0 and the speaker's yellow and black is the ground. And remember, black goes on the minus on the speaker. Okay, and then your LED is going to be wired. Now, if you guys get confused, you can snap 2 ground clips to each other. And how do you know that is if you go back to 2.2 and you scroll to the very bottom of the assignment, which is essentially what you're doing right now, is you are what they demonstrate to you here is um, how to clip those 2 grounds together. So it can happen. Now, the people that did it, you did a good job, but you kind of did it the hard way. But it says write a code that does this on a button press or push. Have your external single LED blink 3 times. Okay, which you got to make sure that in your code you're writing that it's hooked up to your number 1, your P1, and it is an output. So make sure it's not analog, it's digital. So make sure that you're using correct coding. And then it says, then play the Nyan melody. Now, this is where you can use an if then statement. Okay. So the Nyan melody, what I was noticing on some of your guys' code is that you guys put in these, like, you put in all these play tones. You must have looked up a Nyan melody. Okay. It's right here. If you pull this one out, pull this block out, and you pull down, look, there's Nyan melody right there for you. Already done. Um, so that's a strategy. Some of you need to make sure that you're using digital pens. Okay, you're using digital pens when you're hooking that up. And also, if you have any questions, there's several people in the class that their code looked pretty good, other than the fact that they wrote out a big long melody. Um, I noticed that Jonah, if you ask Jonah, Jonah can help you out. I saw Madison's can help you out. Hannah can help you out. A couple other people in the class that have theirs written out too. I would like for you to try to do this over and do it correctly. And for those that maybe did it already and you think you did a pretty good job, see if you can go in there and troubleshoot and make it work with some of the blocks that I showed you. Then what you're going to do, and I think what some of you do, which no names I'm going to speak of, but some people just rush through all this so they can play a game, and you're not playing games today. So when you get done with this responding to output, what I'd like for you to do is you can hit number 8. You can make your own number 8 down here. And I want you to come up with something, writing code where you are experimenting using, you can use a servo, you can make something turn, you can use a buzzer, or experiment with some of your outputs to see if you can do something with it. Um, so you are making sure that you're busy with this the whole time. If not, you could help some people. I notice when people are turning things in, um, I have people that it shows, if it shows a 15 here, that means you got it turned in. Doesn't necessarily mean that you got it all done, but you it shows that you have it turned in. So I know some of you may have been gone and sick like me, but you need to ask people for help. Also, maybe you just didn't hit the turn in button. So I notice on part two, some people are just not finished yet. So go back and check your part ones and part twos to make sure you got everything finished, and you work the whole entire time and experimenting and working, because starting on Friday, you will begin a big project called Secrets and Saves. And we will begin that, and you will be doing this with partners. So make sure, if maybe somebody can help me out with this, somebody could go and maybe go around the classroom before the end of class and make sure all the alligator clips are picked up and put, people are putting them away in their kits. Make sure there's no buzzers left out. Make sure there's no LEDs. Everything's back in the kits correctly. It's not a junk hole. Um, just help me out, please, in time of need, please. So work hard today for your substitute. Don't get your name written down because you're doing something um, not right. Get your name written down because you're good. Um, so if you have any questions at all, just shoot me an email and I'll try to help you out as best I can. And have a great hump day.